At this point, I don't know what's going to be the best or the worst. This slide out is my big nemesis.
No kidding. I'm not kidding. We are actually locked into the service center.
Everything is made, thrown together like there's no tomorrow, and I don't really care attitude. Even my wife asked me, is it because you don't like Nexus? What do you want me to say? It's awesome? Are you kidding me? You want some pudding? There's the proof. It's supposed to be in the pudding.
It's RV inspection day, and today we are in Fort Pierce, Florida, about to inspect this 2026 Nexus 33F. Now, we've got some special customers back up north, and their names are Raquel and Paula. Now, make sure that you tell Mommy and Daddy, Polly and Anna, that Mr. Pierre and Miss Laurel have put a video out on YouTube about your RV, and it's coming to you soon. Now stick around. We're gonna let you know what we find at lunch and the end of the day.
First glimpse. Laurel tells me to be nice. It is a Nexus. You know, Nexus, I just report facts, okay? So don't tell me I'm putting Nexus down. Nexus is actually not putting itself up there. I'm gonna say this. This is like giving your wife a cubic zirconia and she thinks that she actually got a diamond. That's what it is.
That's called a diamond in the rough.
It's called a diamond in the rough. There's a lot of work to be done on here. So we've had this before, if you remember. Laura could probably bring it up, but right here on this corner, so imagine this is the corner. I got a trim here, and it might be hard to see, but I actually am looking at plywood here. So both those corners are actually, like, we did some of them before. It's plywood. You tell me, plywood and water, how does that work? Here's another one. I want you to look at this awning arm and look at this slide out topper right there. Can it be more embracing each other? They love each other, just like a cubic zirconia. Really cheap, but looks really good on the outside. Let's go check what Laurel has at lunchtime, if we make it there.
So come on in, let's see my first glimpse and my stow and go. So as you can see, my stow and go is fantastic. I'm gonna walk right up here to give you my first glimpse of something that's up here in the cab area. And as you can see, let me show you what I'm seeing right here. Can you see this? It's not even attached, right? Totally detached. That's the first glimpse. And then, as you can see, we can walk straight through here. So the girls are gonna be able to sit, do some classwork, homework. You don't wanna do homework. No, you don't, girls. The other thing I'm seeing is right here behind the stove, you know, the sealant that's here on the wall. It's not been applied very nicely, but let's come back here. We can get to the fridge. We can get to the shower. Mommy and Daddy, Polly and Anna, you can even get to bed without having to let the slides out if you end up stopping on your way to your destination, whatever that is. So that's just part of the journey. So stick around. We're gonna update you at lunch on what we find so far. And if you like videos like this, hit subscribe, give us a thumbs up, share with your friends. If you don't know what to comment, C4BO, comment for Blue Ox.
Lunchtime recap. So I've got this slide out here that is totally off kilt towards the front. To show what I'm talking about is, see how tight this is? Right from there, I'm almost into it. And then I come on this end, and what I see here is I'm having a lot of distance. And then all of a sudden, I don't touch at all. So this is actually not sealing at all. So, and if you recall, this morning, on top of this slide out is already touching this awning. So if I got to take this slide out and I got to bring it down this side, what's going to happen, customer? Just saying. All right, other detail, which is nothing. It's just a door. But it's a door that's hard to open and brand spanking new. I'm already gouging into the material. So I need adjustment to not wear out that door quicker than my RV itself. At this point, I don't know what's going to be the best or the worst. This slide out is my big nemesis. So you got two choices. Either the opening is too small or the box is too big. your pick. So if I look on here, I give you an example. I'm real tight to here. You can already see the gouging. And if you looked inside, which I don't know if you can see, but I already have this material already grinding into the slide out. So let's go on the other end. How tight is this? So basically, I don't have room for adjustment. I'm actually done. So kudos for manufacturing. Let's go down here. So I got wires here. It's electrical. And I can throw things at the speed of light. But at the same time, it's going to end up at a dealership somewhere. And you'd think that something should stay hooked up. Even the squareness of the box, yeah, it's a detail, but everything is made, thrown together like there's no tomorrow. And I don't really care attitude. Just saying. Even my wife asked me, is it because you don't like Nexus? What do you want me to say? It's awesome? Are you shitting me? Oh, sorry, are you kidding me? Whatever which word you want to put on there. Be my guest, honey. You want some pudding? There's the proof. It's supposed to be in the pudding. I'm putting this away. I'm gonna go check what Lowell has inside.
So it's lunchtime, and yes, we have a lot of little nitty-gritty things to tell you about. I'm going to start right here. So I already know that the girls are going to sleep up here, and they have this beautiful vent. There's not a screwy thing at all whatsoever to be able to open the vent. Okay, so that's missing. The next thing is that down here, we've got another screw missing on this trim that goes into the cab area. Let's not stop there. Let's check out this. Now, this may look like a dirty spot to you. It's not. This is an indentation. Can you see that my finger goes down? This is completely an indentation in the floor. Now, it's all those little things bother me. Would they bother you buying a brand new unit? Check this out. So we've got missing sealant all along here, but this whole thing moves and wiggles. Okay, so all of this sealant is missing there. Then coming into this area, if you can look up here, you'll see that the trim for, I don't know, I guess so that when this door opens, it gives you privacy. Is it going to go in that hole there? I don't think so. You'd have to push it back into place. So let's talk about the tall stall coming in here. If you are 79 inches and shorter, you're gonna fit just fine. But that's not why I brought you in here. I wanna show you something else. So let's come up here. So right here, you can see that this whole wall moves, and that indentation right there, water can get in there. I don't know, just sad, isn't it? But I have one more thing that I wanna show you in the bedroom. So we're just gonna turn. So let me take you right over here, and I want you to look right there. Okay, so that's all separating. Let me get you a better angle so you can see it right there. I can stick my finger behind that. The whole thing is a little bit lifted away from the side of the wall. Okay, so at lunchtime, these are the things that I have to tell you. Oh, no, one more. This is funny. Let's talk about the lights, right? So they're on, correct? So this one over here, let's turn it on, and we push up. Oh, it's on. This one's already on, but the nubby's down. Let's push up, we shut it off. We push down, we shut that off. We turn them back on. I don't know. Frenchie, did you make this? That's backwards. They say Frenchmen are backwards. This was built where? Not in Canada. No Frenchman was, maybe they were. I don't know. But that shouldn't be like that. It's the little things, just the little things that are kind of like, you know, little pet peeve things. But so far, that's what I have at lunchtime. I'm going to update you at the end of the day. Hey guys, we're having a rally. It's going to be the rally to talk about. We call it the Blue Ox Family Roundup, and we want you to be part of that roundup. We've got Lee Polari coming in singing. She is a country artist in Nashville. We have seminars, education colliding with fun. We want you there. We've got a few spots left, so go on and get signed up. BlueOxRVInspection.com, right on our website. We'll see you at the end of the day.
End of the day recap. So we got all kind of stuff here, brand spanking new. Hey, this has nothing to do with Nexus. This is Freightliner. So I don't know if you see this, but this is gone, and all the fan blades have been hit, hijacked. So the shroud is actually, the fan is actually touching the shroud, and you can see the shroud is all eaten up. So not good. And then I have this radiator. I can see where it should be hooked up. The container's not even there. This is the air filter. This was clogged up. There's 1,500 miles. There's something weird with this. Freightliner trip, you think? Yeah, let's go on the other side. So Nexus. It's like they don't learn. And it's not that we don't give opportunity for them to learn. I've got the same problem up here in this corner. That plywood and foam that is not there. Well, I'll try to put pictures of what I have so it'll be way easier. So is this. You remember this? This board is plywood all the way. All the way. Here's the pictures of what I see when I'm underneath there. Couple of $100,000 for this. How would you feel if I sold you a trailer made out of plywood? No protection, nothing. Bare ass plywood open to the world. How long are you gonna last with this? Wonder. Let's go back here. So you remember I talked about this, the wires not being anchored properly, it's all loose. So come in here, as after that I have to lift my carpet, and then I want you to look at the wire down there in the corner. So tell me how you put bare wire going through a metal frame. Let's say, what's gonna happen, do you think? The Price is Right. Come on down, you're the next contestant on The Price is Right. Here's another one. I want you to go over there, Ben. So I want you to think about this. This went to inspection. This went to Nexus specialty line where they inspect what they do. So explain that one to me. When this is bolted down to the frame, and I got 2 1/4 inch here, okay? Let's do this. Here, this is how much I have on this side. Let's go on the other end. This is how much I have on this end. Can you explain to me how someone lose 2 inches? I know how I lose 2 inches. This? Come on, people. So this is right in the door. This is my sensor for my door, my magnet. What do you think is gonna happen? You really wanna know what I think? Or can you guess? Put in the comments below, because now I want to go see what Lowell has inside.
So it's the end of the day. The shades are not down. No, it really is dark outside, because it gets dark so early in the wintertime, right? Here we are, almost Christmas. 5:43. Wow. Okay. It has been a long day. Why? Because there's a lot of things that we have found. And when you have a lot of things, you've got to document everything. Let's start here. You know, it's been a long day. When you get ready to leave your inspection, it's pitch black and you're locked in. No kidding. I'm not kidding. We are actually locked into the service center. And we've been to every gate, and yeah, we're locked. We're so lucky that I actually had the phone number to the sales guy, and he is laughing. And I said, okay, just let me know, which RV am I sleeping in tonight? And he said, well, you know, if it is pre-owned, that would be great. But if you pee in the toilet, then it's pre-owned. Ah, we're so ready to have dinner. But pitch black. Can you believe it? Bobo, you're stuck in the service center. Yes. Go pee-pee. Yes, that's our little Bobo. He's been on the inspection today with us, so he's ready to get home too. The day in the life of an RV inspector. So this window right here, absolutely no shade at all whatsoever, which would really tick me off, because you want to open the windows and not have the bugs coming in, right? Yes, I have light furniture. Yes, there are some dirty scuff marks, and here on the seat as well, which if I were the one buying this, I'd want to wash it myself. Don't let somebody else wash it. Definitely take care of it yourself. I have a lot of cupboards that are not properly working today. So let me just show you. This connects. Guys, we are completely leveled, so it has nothing to do with not being level. And you can hear that. And then over here, I have this one up here, but it's extremely loose. So whoever was putting in the hinges did not screw it all the way in. Coming in here, speaking of loose, then this trim up here above for the sliding door is really loose. And the sliding door has this little track down here. And it's plastic, and it's coming off the wall right here. The pocket door here by the shower, as you can see right here, this is really loose. And not only that, but when we come down here, this plastic thing that is a guide for the door is completely coming off the wall, as you can see. Speaking of loose, let's talk about the shower. The shower frame is extremely loose. Can you see the water? See the water coming out right there? That's because, what do you suppose happened today? It leaked. Yes, it leaked. Check this out. So I'm testing the shower, and yes, the shower is leaking on both sides. As you can see right here, it's leaking from there, and there's the puddle. And then we come over here, and it's trying to go into the kitchen. We just have to wipe that up immediately, but it's definitely not sealed in that corner. But talking about the cupboards, right? So these cupboards in here, if you come over here, you'll see I can pull it out. It's extremely tight here, so it takes a lot of muscle to be able to pull that out. Just a lot of really nitpicky things today, but it's the kind of thing that you're paying a pretty penny. It's your money. Do you want things to be right or not? I have a list. I haven't even gotten to tell you half of what's on my list today, because it's all these little things that add up, but the things that you don't want to have to deal with, right? When you purchase something new, you want to be able to drive out and not have an issue. You will have issues eventually. It's an RV, but you don't want to start out that way, which is why you want to get an RV inspection. And we've told you before, if you're new to our channel, we actually train other RV inspectors to be elite, to be at the top of their field. So check out our next workshops coming out. I'm going to link them below and also put them right here on this video. So if you're thinking about becoming an RV inspector, contact us. We'll see if you have exactly what it takes to be elite in the field. So Paul and Anna, thank you for hiring us today. But Raquel and Paula, they want to go out and explore this world. Get those tires rolling and take those girls out and explore. And remember, and do never forget,
It's not all about the destination. It's all about the journey.
It was probably manufactured on the day that finishes. Finishes. You finishes and why. That's why I hate doing videos. It's a literal course.
It probably was manufactured.
So this was probably
Try it again.
So this was probably manufactured on the day that finished by Y. Or in Y. So this was probably manufactured on the day that finishes by Y.
Ends in Y. Do it again. Forget the word finish. Ends in Y.
It was probably manufactured during that day that finishes by Y during the week. So this was probably manufactured on the day that ends in Y.